You ready to fight? Ready. Let's do it.
All right, here's the start of round one. Anderson Silva and his infectious energy just permeating this building. Always a big-time feel in the arena when one of the greatest of all time is in the octagon. Anderson Silva here early round one. Double jab there by Silva. Man, this is crazy, DC. These fighters are not trying to just touch each other. They're trying to put each other out with every shot.
John, with every shot, these guys are trying to end the fight. What a start.
All right, so he lands another hook there. He's fallen in love with that strike, but when you continue to land at this type of clip, why get away from it?
Why not? Why not fall in love with a punch that can't miss? He cannot miss.
There's another power takedown there. Pretty good execution on that early takedown. Everybody in this arena knew that he wanted to get the early takedown, and opponent couldn't stop him.
Sometimes you're so good at something, it doesn't matter what your opponent's doing. This man is such a great wrestler, he was able to secure that takedown.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, opens the guard, now stacked guard.
This might be the biggest shot of this entire fight. He landed a massive hook to put his opponent on wobbly legs.
All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man, I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Sonnen's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Ground and pound strike there now. Silva getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Silva ground and pound from half guard now. Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the ground.
Well, it's an educated crowd, John. They appreciated all the grappling exchanges and how skilled both of these men are.
Oh, he gets the takedown late in the round here. That's a way to leave an impression on the judges, and big picture, I think, could set him up for future success in the next one. Silva gets tattooed by that elbow. These are raining down now on the ground, and it could very well be anyone's fight here.
Did okay that round, but I need you to avoid the ground. Let's keep this fight standing. You have a really good chance at knocking him out on his feet.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights, DC. A lot of leg kicks for good measure in that round.
I mean, leg kicks are the key. You watch people win fights with just leg kicks, especially in this game. I mean, it is my strike of choice. I love the animation when I've landed so many leg kicks that my opponent just kind of waves me off and the fight gets stopped. Keep throwing them. If they're not going to check them, keep throwing the leg kick.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Round two here. Beautifully placed with the hook there by Sonnen. Watch for him to set up that hook again now. Oh, and he connects with yet another hook. Nice job on the feet by Silva. And seemingly on cue, there it is. Silva gets touched by that kick to the body. Huge strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up, but you do not want to be on the receiving end of those types of strikes. Oh!
All right, so he lands again just like we saw in the last round, realizing a lot of success with his Muay Thai game tonight.
You know, why change it? It's working, and it's working from the very start of the fight. The moment this fight started, you saw the advantage that we predicted was there. He started to take advantage of it early, and now is continuing to build on that. This kickboxer looks amazing tonight.
Sonnen going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intent. Oh! Chael's got him stacked up here. Able to rip the body there. Sonnen's bleeding from the mouth, Daniel. Looks as though there's a cut on his lip. Thankfully, he's a lot tougher than I am. Beautiful land there by Anderson Silva. Age is just a number, remarkably. The former UFC middleweight champion still getting it done here against the best 185-pounders in the world.
Man, he has a great double leg. My goodness, he has a great double leg.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Making all these shots count.
Great shot from the top position.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
All right, so he's got the ground and pound game going here.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just got to move.
Sonnen gets back up. Again. Oh! Oh, he's wobbled now. Champ, look at that redness underneath his elbow. A lot of those strikes to the body starting to pile up.
Getting beat up and being smart enough to not be headhunting the entire time. I like this. I like this approach.
Round 3 next. Heading back to the corner now after that round. Sonnen's corner has some work to do. They're going to take a look at that lip. Hopefully the cut wins championships, and perhaps he can shore some things up there. Here are some replays from the damaging previous round.
Well, he's got to. He's got to change some things if he doesn't want this cut to get worse. But hats off to his opponent. His opponent found the target. His opponent knew exactly what he wanted to accomplish, and he got it done.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. DC, any major takeaways after the previous 5 minutes?
That both of these guys are very evenly matched. The matchmakers did a fantastic job when they put these two in the octagon. Even though it wasn't crazy, you got to see high-level mixed martial arts.
Chael's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Oh, that was a fierce elbow. Working out of the half guard here. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. All right, it's a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job. Oh, nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Chael. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat?
Sonnen's got him stacked up here. Wow. Oh, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Oh, man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedown attempts. Oh my goodness, that Darce choke is very tight.
Now he's in trouble. He's gonna go to sleep. That's right.
He did a great job of getting his hips away, getting back to his back in order to defend that Darce choke.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it shows in that defense.
And he's out again. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. so much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all the time. He has to evade, stay at space.
And just inches away from landing one of those big right hands. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Well, Silva's eye appears to be closing up by the second. That's 3 rounds in the can. We're headed to the championship rounds. All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes. Really a clinic when it comes to the ground and pound.
Yeah, man, this is what you're taught. When you're learning to become a ground and pound fighter, you want to do it exactly like he did. Gain posture, have height, control hands and wrists, land strikes, don't throw too many.
You ready to fight? Ready.
4th round now, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Lead hook is good by Chael. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body here and just continues to punish his opponent's body.
He's in trouble.
Oh, they're trading huge shots here. We'll see who's the last man standing. Oh! Big right hand there. Oh, huge left. Ooh, big knee. Well, DC, headgear's not allowed, but he has raised the hands and he's doing a nice job protecting the dome.
He's doing a great job of blocking his head. A lot of times, those shots to the head will knock you out. Not this time. This guy's making sure nothing lands.
Really starting to bleed profusely out of that eye. It's not looking good, champ.
Well, it's leaking down his face. The guy's been beat up, and now this cut has become a real issue.
All right, so we'll see if he goes for another takedown here, and it's the way he's approaching the setup, too, that I think you've liked so far.
I love it, man. I love how he's throwing the left hook and almost pulling himself into his shot. Punch goes, as the opponent's hands go up, he drives himself into the guy to try and secure a takedown. Truly, truly high-level striking mixed with unbelievable wrestling.
Well, Silva's doing a nice job there. You saw him raise the guard to block that offering from the opponent. Don't want to sustain any more damage on that cut that has already been opened up. Wow, well, that eye is officially disgusting right now. I don't know, man. If I'm a doctor, maybe I'm thinking about getting involved.
Well, you can see him getting up out of his seat. You know, he's looking very closely at the damage on the eye. We may get him in here before the round even ends.
Well, this is absolutely the hurt business. It's hard to see which party is more injured, but I think both fighters have been really effective with their strikes in this one.
Yeah, both guys have been affected. Both guys have been beat up. It's a very competitive fight. Let's see who has the heart to carry them through these very tough moments.
Oh, he's really starting to apply pressure on his opponent here. Different approach. Watching the referee right then and there has called a stop to the action. Looks like he's going to call on the doctor to look at the cut, and it is a pretty significant one, DC.
Well, he's bleeding a lot, and the blood is going into his eyes. It's very difficult for him to see right now.
Well, the doctor doesn't care about your feelings here. That's the end of the fight. And again, when you talk about fighting in the future, you gotta have an athlete's health in mind. I know you hate to see it.
You know, you had an idea, right? The cut's in a bad spot. You knew there was a possibility. Unfortunate that it ends this way.
With that, we now go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, Chael Sonnen!
All right, so another big night in a career full of them for the one, the only Chael P. Sonnen as he gets his hand raised here tonight. A little bit of a subdued celebration out of the Sonnen camp. You know they have visions of UFC middleweight gold.